As an undergraduate, I was inspired by a summer undergraduate research experience, and I wanted to make that opportunity available to other students.
We wanted a theme, something that they could have a narrative that they could see their research experience through. And so the program called CHASM is Chemistry and Application of Smart Materials and Molecules.
Before I came here, I didn't really know anything about the theoretical side of chemistry. I had only really been involved in the experimental side. I learned that the field is a lot bigger than I had previously realized.
I think I've got a more realistic view of what it's like to actually work in a lab and do research in chemistry. It's given me a very, very in-depth view of like what my lifestyle will be like and what the process is.
It's my first experience in a graduate setting. It's definitely different, and I really do like the atmosphere. It's a lot different and more independent.
It's nice to just be able to do the research.
You know, I really enjoyed the freedom, like to go ahead and think of stuff and apply it in lab.
More experimental methods were utilized. Like instead of calculating all the thermodynamic properties of a system and then basing your answer off of that, you just try like 8 systems because it was about 100 times faster and more accurate and see which one worked. And I thought that was very, very interesting.
So I'm using statistical analysis of crystallization conditions for lots of proteins in order to kind of narrow down how proteins can be crystallized and what the physical chemical basis for it is.
I learned that things don't always go right as often as they do in your undergrad lab classes. Sometimes you run into roadblocks when you're doing real chemistry.
Part of the unique aspect of the Duke program is that it does have this interdisciplinary nature. So it ties into engineering and to biology and to chemistry.
I'm working on a drug delivery system. It's just really rewarding knowing that I'm working on something that could really benefit a lot of people.
The most rewarding part has just been able to work on a project that I've been working on that has will have some future impact if it does work.
So having the opportunity to do research at a large research institution like this, like Duke is absolutely amazing.
Currently, we're using transparent electrode made of indium tin oxide in all of our touch screens and LCD displays, things like that. Nanowires, particularly silver or copper, I'm working with silver, can potentially replace this at a much lower cost and a much greater flexibility. So what we're hoping for is that eventually we'll be able to use these nanowires to make flexible touchscreens. So imagine a floppy iPhone.
If you want to know what research is about and you not only do research but also see the environment outside of research, it's an amazing experience.
I think like a lot of educational opportunities, students probably learn as much from it in the time after they leave the program as they do when they're actually here.